Well, hello there, friends and family. I see you're sitting there staring at everything that's on the counter and wondering what in the world old Mr. Tom's going to be putting together in the little old country kitchen tonight. Well, now that you've asked, I might as well go ahead and show it to you since you barged on in and got by Gracie again and her cohort now, Lilybit. Oh yeah. Yep, Gracie's got a compadre now, Lilybit. Now, if you haven't seen the video of, Lilybit, the new addition to the kitty crew, now I suggest you go back and give it a watch. But hey, enough of that. Let's show you what we got going on here. Not that, this has to be exactly what you will do. This is what we're going to do based on what we got in the fridge. Now, have you guessed yet what we're going to be doing? Let me give you another hint. Yep. You see the big old black anodized wok there? Yeah. Well, you don't got to have a wok for what we're going to be putting all together. But it does help for some reasons I'll go through when we cooking it all up tonight. But if you only got a fry pan or, large pot, hey Lord, throughout my life, that's all I've had to, and I still could do it. So what all do we got today? Well, what we're going to be including in our stir fry is, since we're cleaning out the fridge too, we're going to be using some of these here nice red cherry bell radishes. Oh yeah. And hey, something just so you know, radishes are fairly common in Asian cuisine over there in China, Japan, Taiwan, and other such nations. I would know that because I live there from time to time, working in various positions with American companies that had manufacturing in those countries. It's a little bit different type of radish though. They call them a daikon. We're also going to be using some carrots. We had a couple of wild leeks left, so we're going to throw them in the mix. And of course, onion. Got to have some onion. We got this nice yellow onion right here. And not to mention, of course, we got to have some garlic. I got a little small leftover head of it here. We'll throw that in the mix as well, along with 2 green bell peppers. Now, let me say something. When you're looking this all over, this isn't all going into what we're cooking tonight. I'm just going to be slicing and dicing it all up, and I'll be using only a certain portion of it for hopefully a single to double portion of what I'm going to be making. Yep. We got some celery. We're going to chop, slice, and dice. Throw that into the veggie mix. And for garnishing, you gotta have them. Some green onions that you may refer to them as, or some spring onions. Right here. Chilling in water, along with our leftover celery. So yeah, sort of kind of a fridge clean out. And we got a few things that we're going to be using as well to give it some snap and flavor, robustness. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using some toasted sesame oil. Yep, you might have suspected. This is going to be a stir fry. Oh yeah, sort of kind of one, with a little bit of a twist. Of course, you got to have your soy sauce, right? We'll be using the Economical brand. Some oyster sauce, right here. And one of my additions, albeit it's more American than Asian, is that there old Worcestershire sauce. A little bit of cornstarch, which is quite common in Asian cuisine as a thickener. Thicken things up, that being our sauce. Some black pepper. Normally I'd use white pepper, but a little slim on that right now. No, not too much about creating something for Better Homes and Gardens or Good Housekeeping. No, I just want the flavor. And give it a little bit of spice. Heat it up, make it nice. Some ground ginger. Oh yeah. And even though it looks like a whole lot here on the counter, yep, like I say, we're just going to get all this sliced and diced up, prepped, so we'll have it for future stir fries. Now let me show you some other things we're going to be using too, because right now, except for the oyster sauce, it's pretty much vegetarian or vegan. Which, I mean, you can leave out the oyster sauce, which if you're not familiar, that's made with oyster juice. If you left that out, well, I'm thinking it would be vegan. But we're going to throw a few other things into the mix, as you might suspect. For me, I got to have a protein. And, you know, whatever stir fry you want to be doing, you can use whatever you want. You can make a seafood stir fry, shrimp, crab, whatever, fish. It don't matter. I've done them all. But tonight, we're going to be using our Seabest brand of cooked salad shrimp. And that's going to be perfect for a stir fry. We'll just throw them in that hot wok in with our sauce, and within just virtually seconds, they'll be all warmed up, defrosted, and yummy. Perfect. And just the right bite size too, I might say. And if you were thinking this is fried rice, which it could have been, we're going to be using ramen noodles. Yeah, this particular version is shrimp flavor. But for those of you who don't know, all the flavorings in that little pack that comes in them, you know, let me get that out of there. That's in that right there. And, you know, all you got to do to make them just noodles, take that away. You can choose to use it or not. And you can use chicken, vegetarian, whatever one you want. But my point is, the flavoring is in the packet, not in the noodles. They're all the same. So that's what we got. We're going to be making not fried rice, but fried ramen noodles with shrimp and vegetables. And something else I'll say, you know, if you want some of them there bamboo shoots, throw them on in the mix. Bean sprouts, oh yeah. You want broccoli? Yeah. See, that's the beauty. Oh, green beans? Yeah. Of any stir fry. Whatever puts a smile on your face and makes your belly happy, it's all okay. And if you want to use one of those there frozen stir fry veggie mixes, that's okay too. Every once in a while, I've done that as well, back in my working days. And I'll be making up my own, getting all this done. Because like I said, I'm not going to be using it all tonight. But I'll freeze it all up, and I'll have it on standby for those nights when I need to whip up, stir fry in a minute. So hey, y'all sit back, take a chair in the dining room. Any of y'all who want to help slice and dice, okay, wash up in the sink. Now I got more knives and cutting boards, and we'll just get to it, okay? Now, with the help of Gracie and Lily Bit, which is currently eating some bologna, by the way, we've got all the veg cut up. You can see, I guess it's a little over an inch chop there, you know, and everything. So that'll be our stir-fry veggie mix. And I mean, look at that. That's a big old passel of a bowl full. So no, we're not going to be using all that tonight. No, we're not. And if you remember right, that's some bell pepper, celery, garlic, onion, radish, carrot, some wild leeks thrown on in there. See, there's one right on down there. And if that don't trip your trigger, you can add whatever you want. Personally, I like celery, as well as radish, and all the rest. But why did I select those things? Well, for no particular reason. It's just what I had, and that's the beauty of a stir fry. You pick whatever you have. You want green beans, you want corn, bok choy, cauliflower, broccoli, it's just whatever. Go for it. You might be pleasantly surprised. But we got it all done, and we're just going to cover that up and keep her nice and chilled in the refrigerator till we get to the next step. You know, cooking's all a process, right? Yes, it is. Or at least it is with this old process engineer in the country kitchen. So hey, let me get this back in the fridge, and then we'll get moving on with this. So the next step in the process is we got to get these ramen noodles cooked. Now, if you don't know how to do ramen noodles, first thing you do is read the package. Second thing you do is get your water boiling, about 2 cups. Now, what I've done is I've placed about a teaspoon or so of sesame seed oil in the water so my ramen noodles don't all stick together. And you might be going, whoa, you never put oil in with noodles. Well, that's true if you're doing fettuccine, spaghetti, or whatever. But since the sauce in most Asian cuisines is based on, you know, oil, vegetable oil, soybean oil, or what have you, or like I'm going to be using tonight to give it a little bit more flavor, and that's that toasted sesame seed oil, it'll be just fine. It's going to have oil in the sauce anyway. And the reason you don't want to put oil in there if you're doing spaghetti, fettuccine, linguine, or whatever, because you don't want to make your pasta slick. You want to make sure it's those starches, which are sticky, allow your sauce to adhere to your pasta. But that's not the case this time. So we're going to cover that back up, flip up our burner, and we're going to let that boil for about 3 to 5 minutes, which time we'll take it off the heat. And then we're going to add, yep, I'm going to do it, just add a little more robustness and flavor. I'm going to use the flavor packet. Yep, I wouldn't have to, and you don't have to, but I'm not going to waste it. There's a lot of flavor in this little full packet. So that's what I'm going to do. So, we're going to set our little timer for, about 3 minutes. And let those ramen noodles cook up. And then we're going to switch out this pot for the wok. Because it's at this point, all those stir-fry vegetables, this here shrimp, and everything with the noodles starts coming together. It goes really quick after this. Okay? So, 3 minutes is up, and guess what? Ramen noodles are done. See right there? Yep, ain't hard, folks. Just that darn easy. And like I said, we're going to take our flavoring packet, because I'm all about the flavor that you savor, and I'm going to sprinkle it on in there. Can't have You just can't have too much flavor. I take my little bamboo fork here, stir it all up, per the package directions I might add, and that's it. This ain't Italian. This is Asian. We'll click off that burner. And we're gonna do a quick swap to here. We're gonna bring in the old big old black anodized wok. Set this over here. It'll be fine. We'll get to it again. We're gonna get heating up this wok with, here again, 2 tablespoons of sesame seed oil. Yeah. We're gonna get just to the smoke point. See, that's one thing about wok cooking, or any Asian cooking. You want to get that wok fee going on. Yeah, you can look that up. I think it's wok, F-E-I. It's a thing. Now, I wouldn't even know it till I traveled to China myself. But if you've ever been in an Asian restaurant and watched them cook, they got those burners a blast, which is a little hard to do on everyday home cook stove. But you want to get this baby just right at the smoking point before you start adding in the goodness. Okay? So, we got that wok all fired up, and you can see it's smoking. So now, we're going to take about a cup of that stir-fried veg mix that I chopped up, you know, with the help of Gracie and Lily bit. And we're going to pop her on in there. Oh yeah, don't take long. Surely it don't. And we're just going to go ahead and get it to frying. Woo, with that sesame seed oil, I'm telling you, we're talking good stuff here. Yep, we are. Don't want to dump too much in there. On my gas stove here, it's set at about a 5. And since this thing is done in stages, you know, before we bring it all together towards the end, ooh yeah. Well, a lot of this I learned when I was over in China and in Japan. I've been to Taiwan and Thailand and a few other countries like Laos, Cambodia, such things. We're just going to let them go ahead and soften up, fry up a little bit in that nice toasted sesame seed oil. Ooh yeah, baby. You figure, well, when's all the flavor come in? That's coming. Trust me, it is. And this don't take long. And you want to make sure you see them bubblings. Yep. Now, how long you fry up your veg depends on how much bite you want in your veg. Do you want crispy still, or you want soft and mushy? No, I'm more on the, oh, I don't know, the crispy side of that debate. But it don't take long. And if you're wondering, just sneak out one of your harder vegetables right here and chomp on it. You sort of on a stir fry. Sort of got to learn as you go. Things like carrots, your radishes, and such will take the longest time. Things like bell pepper, onion, such, you know, softer veg. They'll crisp up and get tender all the more quicker. Yeah, you gotta develop your technique, you know, and if you, like me, and you're a little bit old and you can't remember well, make notes. Write it on your recipe page and it'll be okay. You know, You see that darkening up, that sesame seed oil? Woo! And I'm going to tell you what. If the kitty crew wasn't asleep right now, they'd be in here wanting this. See? Just starting to brown up some of those carrots. And it's only been going a couple of minutes. We got that wok pea going on. Oh yeah. Just that quick. Yep. It's not crunchy, but still got some bite. So I gotta get these on out of there, okay? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take these out right now. Yes, we are. And we're gonna move them in this bowl. Now that's another thing I'll say right now. You can have as many veg that you want. Now I use 1 cup for a single serving of ramen noodles. But you can have whatever you want. If you want more, then have more. See, right there they are. We're gonna set them over to the side. Cause now, we're gonna get them noodles to fry. Yep. Got our noodles here, all drained up. Yeah, we did. Woo, did you hear that sizzle? Now, you're just gonna wanna give these light brown. This don't take long either. If you got that wok nice and hot like we do. And I mean, this would be the same with fried rice. You know, if we were doing fried rice, of course, we'd take that stir fry mix, chop it up a little bit more. Make it about 1/4 inch to 1/3 inch chop. You know, I'm sure all of y'all had fried rice. It ain't real big. You know, we'd probably throw some peas in there. Some other things. That's the beauty of making up your stir-fried veggie mix ahead of time. And then if you do like I'm going to do with the rest of that big bowl of it, freeze it in single serving portions in the freezer. You know, I'll be able to make this or fried rice for many, many meals. And I bet I can get at least 6, maybe 8 more meals. Don't get no cheaper than that. There's one thing about Asian, whether it's Chinese, Japanese, or Taiwanese, or what have you. It is fairly economical. It used to be a whole lot more economical than what it is now. So we got those noodles in there, giving them a fry. Of course, we got to get that moisture off them. Now, you don't want to get these crisp. That ain't what this is all about. Nope, it's not. This is still some of that flavor in them. You just gotta keep an eye on. Like I say, you don't want to make a pancake out of this. Just want to get them a little color. Same way if you're doing fried rice. And if you'd like to see me do the fried rice version, which is about the same, just with rice at this stage, I can do that too. Of course, I have so many versions because I've been winging it for the last, 40 some odd years of my life. And I sort of made it up as I went until I went to China and other Asian countries and learned how they did it. Because if you've ever been to a Chinese American restaurant, They can whip you up a fine meal in 20 minutes or less. Imagine that. At least mine always have been able to. So it's quick. It's easy once you got the prep work made. And like I say, you know, you want to use some of those stir-fry veggie mixes from the previous section. Yeah. And it gets really quick then. So, the great thing about a wok is you can make this little circle. And now we're going to start building our sauce. You know, while the noodles are cooking, a little more. We're going to have to add us in about, another 2 teaspoons of oil. Your choice. You know, mine's sesame seed oil. You know, right here. Toast it. Then I'm going to pop in about a tablespoon or so Kikko beans, soy sauce. Oh yeah. And my secret ingredient is a tablespoon of good old French's Worcestershire sauce. Ooh yeah. Now I told you this was not authentic. This is my version. And then we're going to take our oyster sauce. And we're going to try to get this come out. We're going to pop this in about, and I'd say, about a teaspoonful. Because it's flavorful. Woo! But it is good. We're going to just give us a, you know, gin. A few shakes there. Flavor. Turn that heat down a little bit. Throw us in some black pepper. Here again to taste. And just thicken that sauce up just a touch. You know, we're going to use our cornstarch. Put us in about, 2 teaspoons. Right there. And there you have it. Now, we're going to mix all that together. Yes, we are. And you might see that sauce really thickened up on me. So, you can see the color on the noodles. So just deglaze a little bit. We're going to pop a little water in there. Sort of get that sauce coming back together. See? Look at that. Woo! We're starting to look good now. Now, we'll take our veg. Rake that on in there. See? And you can't believe how this smells right now. I'm telling you. And the piece de le restaurant, the shrimp. You know, those little salad shrimps, 100 to 150 count. But you know, if you want to use medium, if you want to use, whatever size you want, colosso, large, go for it. It ain't gonna make no difference. None whatsoever. And these are cooked shrimp. So all we're doing, since they're already cooked and all nice and pink, we're just heating them up. That's all we're doing. Right now. And we're just mixing all that in. Get our flavor going. We surely are. Now I'll tell you what. I don't share no recipe with y'all that's not just fantastically yummy. But this is. And I'm sure y'all have hundreds of ways to make this yourself. And if you'd like to share how you do it in the comments below this video, hey, you never know. I may try one and feature it on an upcoming video. I'm just saying. Woo, that's coming together nicely. I'm going to tell you what. That flavor will knock your pants right off. Whew, that is good. So, next thing we're going to do, we're going to kill our heat and we're going to give a quick chop to some green onions. So when we plate her up, we can garnish it off. And then we're ready to sit down with some chopsticks and enjoy. Well, like most Americans do, a pork. Okay? So y'all, the only thing we gotta do now is get it out of the wok. Pour it right in our bowl. Hey, this is even bachelor friendly. One pan, well, two, if you include boiling up the noodles, which we could have done in the wok, you know, like a real Asian chef, but we got lazy. So it's two pans and basically a bowl. You know, yeah, in the bowl that I used to put the veg in after me and Gracie and Kitty Crew got it all cut up. Okay. So there we go. Now, nope, a couple tried to get away from us. Now, takes a little bit of that thin sliced green onion, you know, spring onion, put on top. Ooh, yeah. There you have it. That is my version. Somewhat kind of authentic, but not quite. Ramen with stir fried with shrimp. I'm gonna tell you, this will fill you up, make your belly happy for not all too much. Yeah. I bet I ain't got $3 in this. What do y'all think? So, let's give her a quick taste test. And then, we'll see if Gracie and Lilliput, Lillibit, want some shrimp. Who knows? They didn't like the raw shrimp, so you never know about that. So let's give it a quick taste test. Give some of the veg in there. Some of those shrimps. Yeah. No, I didn't have to break out some chopstick. That's about a mouthful. Okay, better do it this way. This is packed with so much flavor. you better have your belt cinched up. Maybe even put suspenders on. I'm telling you, this is slap your pants flavorful. So anyway, y'all, there it is. Yep. Shrimp stir-fried ramen noodles. Like I said, could have been stir-fried rice too. When you get to the stage of cooking up your noodles, it's when you throw on some leftover rice. Brown it up just a touch, and it'll be so nice. So I hope you enjoyed cooking along with me tonight. Y'all stop in, try a little bit of it. If you like it, pull up a chair. I can make more. As you saw, got plenty of stir-fried veg. And I'm telling you, we got plenty of ramen. It don't get no cheaper than that. Lilybet, what you doing, huh? What are you doing? Are you my new kitchen helper? My compadre? Part of my prep crew? Yeah, you are. You know Papa loves you. Yep. And I know Gracie loves you too. So y'all, Gracie, you want to say anything to your viewers and faithful fans? No, anyway. Till I, Lilybet here, the kitty crew. Oh, look at her. She's a camera hog. See y'all on the next video. Y'all take care. Stay safe. And God bless you as you bless others. Goodbye for now. Okay, you. Chill out, you corporate monsters. Did you hear me a little bit? Need to chill. Okay? Time to eat. They're constantly playing. Later on.